when we're talking about India population, we have seen that the more density, more people, density is in UP, Uttar Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Haryana. And if you're talking area-wise, in India, if you're talking about area-wise, so Rajasthan is in the first rank, first or second rank by area-wise, okay? Because here the area are more, but population are less. So, according to the 2011 census, what happened? India average density population is 382 person per square kilometer. How much it is? 382 person per square kilometer as per 2011 census. Afterward, if you're talking that why the population of India is more, why the population of India is very unevenly distributed and it is more. So there are so many reasons like physiography, climates, then main thing is fertile land is there. Yes, because of topography. Then water, human settlements. And if we take an example, like due to farming and industry and trade, the proportion of population is got concentrated in few places due to farming and industry. There are the population is few concentrated like in Kolkata, Mumbai, Pune, and Bengaluru. Now in a mountainous region, if you're talking in a mountainous hilly region and dry desert area, here the density population is sparse. Why the density of population is sparse? Because the life of desert area is totally tough. There is a climate is arrived, the desert area is there, and because of that, what happened? Here the population density is very low. Okay, now we are talking about Brazil country. But before going to Brazil country, just look over this map. So now answer me, population density in 2010 in Brazil per square kilometer. Where is the less than 50? Where is the less than 50? Population density per square kilometer. Yes, okay, Manus. Any more? Amazon, Para, okay. And where the population density per square kilometer is more than 500? Where is more than 500? Okay, Sao Paulo. Okay, very good. And where the population density is 151 to 300? Okay, Brasilia. Okay. So now, as you all know, Brazil is come under the South American continent. And in South American continent, Brazil is called as the most populated area, most populated country, sorry. So around with a population of around 19 crore in 2010, if we are talking about in 2010, Brazil is approximately the population is 19 crore. And not only that, it is also the fifth in the world as in the area basis. If you are talking in area basis, Brazil is ranked fifth. And Brazil occupies 5.6 of the world total land. How much total land? 5.6% of world total land. And 2.78% of world total population. If your world total land is 5.6% and world total population is 2.78%. As compared to this, if you are talking about India, so India is totally opposite. India land, India area is less and population is more. And after that, the majority of Brazilians are concentrated within a 300 kilometers of eastern coastal area. Just look over there, just read. In the eastern coastal area, they are concentrated on an eastern coastal area here. And because of this, that coastal area is called as coastal lowland. That coastal area where the Brazil is concentrated within a 300 kilometer is called as coastal lowland. Therefore, here agricultural industry are going in a flourished manner. Where it is going in a flourished manner? In a coastal lowland. In a Brazil coastal lowland. And just look over there. We have seen that in a Brasilia, in a map, we have seen that less than 50. In less than 50, there are so many states over there, like Para is there, afterward, Rondania is there. So the population density less than 500 is so many states. And not only that, the central and western part of Brazil is less populated. The central and western part of Brazil, yeah, it is less than 50. By mistakenly, I added 10 extra. So the central and western part of the Brazil is less populated, and the density of population is in the highland of the Brazil is moderate. If I ask you where the density of population is moderate, so density of population is moderate in a Brazil highland, and where it is less populated, it is less populated in the central and western part of the Brazil. Okay. So now, if you're talking about sex ratio, okay? So what is mean by sex ratio? The number of females per 1,000 male is called sex ratio, okay? So now, first we go to the population pyramid. Before going to this, we go to the population pyramid. As you all know, if you're talking about after 1947, if you're talking about India, don't look at textbook, I'm explain you some information. Okay, if you're talking about 1947, when our India got independence, after independence, there are certain times where males are more and females are less. But as 1991, in 1981, here the male-female proportion, just look at this graph. Just wait. In 1991, here the female, here what happened? The female is compared to male is approximately great. There is a one year, 1991. In 1991, as compared to 1,000 male, there is approximately, not actual correct, but there is approximately 800 or more than 800 females are there. So after that, the females get an education. Female has a right to get education. And so after 1947, a female growth is getting higher and higher. Because female also get a right after got the independence, after India got the independence, female also have a right that she has the right to get education. In Kerala, basically, if you're talking in Kerala, 90%, more than 90% actually, more than 90% of the people are literate. And in Mumbai, if you're talking about in Mumbai, in Dombivli, as you all know in Dombivli, in Dombivli, all the person are related to the employment sector. All the people are going for jobs. Then if there is a female or male, all the peoples are going to the job in Dombivli. There are the highest proportion where the people are going for job related to job sector. Okay, is my voice is breaking? Population pyramid. If you're talking about population pyramid it is known as the age gender pyramid. Population pyramid is also known as age gender pyramid. Okay, I will show you some age gender pyramid is there. Okay, blue is for male and pink is for female. So just look over there. There is an age group is there. If we are talking about age group, that is from 0, okay? Okay, I will ask you certain question according to that, so you will understand. Okay, let me know how many male is there as compared to female at the age of 20 to 25. You are able to see the screen? Okay, just now tell me at the age of, okay, now tell me, yes, okay, 40. So as tell me at the age of 30 to 34, between 30 to 34, what is the proportion of male and what is the proportion of female? What is the proportion of male and what is the proportion of female? At the age between, yes, okay, 4.3, same are, both are same, yes, okay. Some are saying 4.0. Okay, Blumi Prajapati, okay, 4.1 and 4.2. Okay, very good student. Now this is last percentage of population, okay. So now tell me of India, okay, this is about India. At the age of 40 to 44, between 40 to 44, what is the proportion of male and what is the proportion of female? At the age of 40 to 44, between 40 to 44, okay? Okay, 3.3, no. 0.0, no. No, okay. Now, yes, less than 4.0. Okay, yeah, very good. So now, as you all know, if you're talking about India, so here now in those days, in those era, youth population from approximately from 20, not 20 exactly, from 18 to 40. The age between 18 to 40 population is much higher as compared to other population. 18 to 40 is known as, from age 18 to 40 is known as youth population, okay? Yes, it is known as youth population. And in India, India is called as now youth country. Okay. So now it is age and sex pyramid. So what is mean by and why the pyramid it is helpful? First of all, this pyramid is helpful for us to know the proportion of children, youth and old people in our country. This pyramid is helpful for three proportion, that is children, youth and old people in our country. So just look over there. This is in 2018, okay? I think in our textbook, this is not given perfectly. This is not given information about 2018. Not given, I think so, yes. But I given this information for you so you understand. As you all know, after every 5 years, they are recorded the census over there, how many population are there, how many youth peoples are there. They are going each and every, not 10 year. After 5 years, okay? Janganna, okay? Which are telling Janganna, not each year. Every 5 years, okay? So now they look at this. That is the age group. Look at this. Just wait. I'm just zooming a screen over here. Yes. Okay. This is the age group is there in middle. Okay. This is the age group. And after that, this is the population. Just wait. This is the population in million and this is the, both are the population in millions. Okay. Now you should tell me what is the population. Okay. So from 5 to 9, at the age of 5 to 9, what is the population? How much is the population between age 5 to 9? What is the population? 63 million. Okay, more than 52. So any more answer? More than, okay. Yes, very good. It is approximately, it is between 65 to 50, between 65 and 52. If we are talking about male population and if we are talking about female population, it is approximately 50 million, sorry, 52 million. And now the age between your age, okay? So at the age between 10, not your age is 15, 10, 15 to 19, okay? If you're talking the age 15 to 19, what is the male population and what is the female population? Approx 65 million, okay. And female population? Okay. Okay, now last that is 95 to 99. 95 to 99. There is so much less proportion population is there. If you're talking about male population at the age between 95 to 99. Okay. 2. Okay. And what about female? Okay. Both are same. Okay. Very good sense. So you understand how to count age, size, and sex pyramid? That is, it is helpful for the proportion of knowledge, youth, old and children's, to count the population of youth, old and children. Now it is the Brazil 2018 age and sex pyramid, okay? And it is same as compared to India, but the population is different. Here what happened? I ask you only one or two. From 65 to 69, at the age between 65 to 69. Okay, first of all, okay. Yes, Diksha, very good. Female approximately 3.6. And what about 80 to 84, at the age between 80 to 84? At the age between 80 to 84. Listen, okay. All are saying different answer. I want proper answer. Okay, less than 1.8. Yes, 1.2 and 1.8. Okay, at the age between 80 to 84, what is the male population and what is the female population? Okay, and both are in millions. Okay, so now we go to the population growth rate. Okay, so let's just look over their graph. When we're talking about population growth rate, as everyone know, that rate of the growth of population, as if you're talking about Brazil growth of population. So in Brazil growth of population, the rate of growth of population is reducing. But this is not happening in India. If you're talking from 2001 to 2011, just wait. From 2001 to 2011, if you're talking, so it is much higher and much increased by around 18.2 crore. And India population was higher till 1971. It is going increase and increase. And not only that, it is now the population is increasing and area is decreasing. Area is decreasing how? Because people are demanding more houses for living. As population is increasing, pollution is also getting increasing. And if you are talking about Brazil, the rate of growth of population is declining. Day by day it is declining, and Brazil population may not increase in next 2 decades. In next 2 decades means in next 20 years, it is not increasing much more. Just you can see from graph also, it is going decreasing and decreasing. It is, the graph is going in a downward side, this pink line. Just look at this pink line. Yes, population is interconnected with population growth, because as population is increasing, the population growth is also increasing. How it is matter? For example, if you take an example, समझो कि I think, imagine that there is a 20 lakh people in Badlapur, okay? There is 20 lakh people in Badlapur. So what happened? In before 20 years, before 20 years, there are only 2 lakh people. There are only 2 lakh people. Now, where is 2 lakh and where is 20 lakh? There is a large difference between both of this. And because of this, our population growth rate is also getting changed. As population is increasing, population growth rate is also increasing. And as population growth rate is increasing, or population is increasing, the standard of people nowadays, they are increasing. because all are competition, all are trying to make a competition with one another. If they are think that they can buy a good clothes, then why we not buy a good clothes? Everyone want a good standard of living, and in this thing, the population is harming the environment somewhere. They are cutting down the trees and they are doing the construction work over there. Nowadays, there everyone you have seen in jungle also there are buildings, in forest also there are buildings over there. Okay. Now life expectancy. Now if we are talking about life expectancy, first of all, if we want a development of the society, so increase in life expectancy is more important. Improvement in medical facilities is more important. Progress in medical field is more important. Nutritious food. Nutritious food, like we can take an example of midday meal. For providing education to kids, the government had decided certain plans over there to give a midday meal, offer a midday meal to students. Yes, healthy food is there. Then afterwards, if you take example that increase in life expectancy in developing countries like India is there. Nepal, no, Nepal is underdeveloped country. Nepal is underdeveloped country. Still now it is underdeveloped. And if you're talking that the life expectancy in Nepal is decreasing, is in decreasing manner. If we are, life expectancy is increased, the employment opportunity, the standard of living is more, and it is great. And if employment opportunity is more, the standard of living is also increased automatically, na? Because if the person get a good salary, the standard of living is already getting increased. Yes, more working population. And nowadays you have seen that more people are getting, more working population are there. Sorry. Okay. So just look over their graph. Look over their graph, okay? And I ask you some question related to this. In 1970, okay? In 1970, what is the life expectancy? What is the life expectancy? In 1970, okay, very good. 48 is there. 48, okay. And afterward, what about 2016? What about 2016? Okay, 68 is there. Yes, 68 is there. Okay. So now the life expectancy of Brazil. In 1960, what is the life expectancy? 54. Okay. And in 1990, what is the life expectancy? 65. Okay. So till here, I don't think so you have any doubt. Just anyone having any doubt, just answer me. If you have, if you don't have any doubt, just put over there. No doubt. Okay. So now the main thing, just wait.